2. What is up, man? It is your boy, Jimmy James. I'm back with another video. Thanks for watching. Hey, if y'all like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If y'all want to go ahead and join the community, hit subscribe button, man. This is a community that I want to grow and build, and I want it to be somewhat that's one that's safe to have conversation that really kind of like picks your brain a little bit. That being said, normally I do song reactions. Today's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna be reacting, but we're gonna be reacting to a specific video that showed up on my recommended page. Now, don't ask me why this was recommended to me. I genuinely don't know. My friend already roasted me for it. It's okay. Just let it happen. That being said, I'm going to be talking about a subject today that is much more mature than normal. If you are someone who has little kids that watch my videos, or if you are a little kid, I encourage you to please click away now. Now is a good chance to go and check out one of my other videos here. Maybe I will link one of my other videos up there. But outside of that, this is going to be a much more mature, much more in-depth discussion than we normally have. But first, before we get into the discussion, I have to show you guys the video in question. And this is a video clip from Law & Order. I don't know which one. And again, I don't know why it was recommended to me, but it was. And we're going to watch it and then discuss a little bit. So let's go ahead and check this out.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
All right, so that's the clip for y'all. Super quick, but we're gonna go ahead and try to break this down. So you heard what he said, and okay, first of all, I'm just gonna clarify the reason why I find that a little bit amusing, and I laughed the first time I watched it, was not because of my man's sexual orientation. It has nothing to do with that. The reality of this was I just found it interesting the way his face looked after the dude told him that he was gay. And also like the intense like emotion he conveyed in stating that like he had sex with men. I was genuinely like confused by all that, but I thought that was just really ironic and really funny. That being said, before I actually get into my thoughts on the statement, I want to clarify this by saying I'm going to be looking at this not through a spiritual lens, but more through a rational lens. And the reason I'm doing that is because I wanted this discussion to be more open to people with different perspectives. And so I want to see kind of what grows in the comments. As long as people are being respectful and people are being kind and caring to each other, it's cool. That being said, again, I'm not going to bring my spirituality into this because some of y'all may know I am a believer, but I'm really just going to approach this through just more of a rational mindset. First thing I want to break down is the fact that, again, he's saying he has relationships with women, but he sleeps with men. Outside of the whole cheating aspect of that, this doesn't really even make remote sense as to why a person would benefit from doing that. Now, if you were someone who had an attraction towards the opposite sex, and then you chose to sleep with the same gender, with your own gender, that doesn't necessarily make sense in and of its right, and for obvious reasons. But then if he's attracted to his same gender, right? He's a man attracted to men. Why would he choose to then have relationships with women? That completely blows my mind, because being totally real about this, as a man, I find it much easier to understand other men, like on an emotional and intellectual level, than I would a woman. The reality is, I know that God has gifted me, thank you, Jesus, with an attraction towards women, and a specific woman, and I'm going to be married to her very soon. Hey. That being said, why would, if I'm attracted to someone, if I'm attracted to the same gender, why would I choose to have relationships with the opposite gender? Typically, you would have a relationship with the gender that you're attracted to, just on a typical basis. But I don't understand why this particular guy, who is a man, and as a man, I understand a little bit about being a man. I understand that men are far easier to understand on a relational level than it would be for a man to understand women. Now, this is not for everybody. This is generally speaking. Now, there are a lot of guys out there that do have find it really easy to understand women, and kudos and props to you, man. I have high respect for you. But for me, I know for a fact there are moments in my relationship and in most relationships where the woman is experiencing something emotionally and intellectually, and the guy has no understanding of what's going on inside her head, right? I absolutely know that firsthand, and I know that that's going to be, an experience I'll have, in my relationship more than one time, right? Where my fiance is going to feel something, is going to go through something, is going to be thinking through something, and she's going to try to explain it to me, and I'm just going to be like, what? And again, it goes both ways. Women understand women, easier than they understand men. And it's just the way it is, right? When you are something, you understand something in kind easier. And so my question becomes, why would this guy who is a male, who more than likely finds it easier to understand on an emotional and an intellectual level other men better than he does women, and is physically attracted to men, why would he then willingly choose to have relationships with women? Now, if it's for like optics, okay, so then let's talk about that. If it's because he is, he's in the closet, right? And so he doesn't want other people to know. Then him choosing to have relationships with women to prove to trick other people into thinking that he's not gay. That is honestly that I feel like is probably more insecure than anything. That's insecurity. If he's confident in himself and he knows himself and he knows who he is, he knows what he's about, then he's gonna do what he does, right? The reality is this dude's not confident in himself, so he's choosing to have relationships with women. But then the other thing is, if it's not that, if it's just he just likes relationships with women, but then sleeps with men, there's no benefit to that, right? There's no benefit to that, because all you're gonna end up finding is the woman's not gonna be satisfied, because she's gonna realize that her man isn't really attracted to her physically. So then that's gonna be like weird, and then you're gonna have to deal with all the emotional, and that's gonna make your relationship a much more emotionally and intellectually traumatic for you. So then, like, why would you do something like that? That genuinely, I have a hard time understanding that. And so there's so many ways and layers to look at this specific 17-second clip that I'm sure other people are kind of dissecting and breaking down. But I just want to know, which is it, right? are you like, why would you, I just want to know why someone would do that, right? Why would someone choose to sleep with men, being attracted to men, but then do relationships with women at the same time, simultaneously, right? Like, why wouldn't they pick one or the other? Like, what is that about? And where is the confusion, right? What does that look like? So again, this is not, I guess I don't really have any like super deep wisdom nuggets or insights because this one genuinely perplexes me. But if you guys have thoughts or comments to share, please do so in the comment section. Again, we want to be super respectful and honoring. Again, this is just for inquisitive purposes. Maybe I'll do another video where I'll look at this through like a spiritual lens, and we can talk about, biblically and all that stuff like that. But right now, I just want to know like the reason behind it all, like the rationality, what goes through this guy's head as he's making these life decisions. Because interestingly enough, my friend then commented back, right, who I texted this to, he commented back and he says that actually happens more often than you know. He said his ex-girlfriend had that happen to her, right, where a guy was physically attracted to men, but in a relationship with her. And again, this blows my mind that actually this kind of stuff happens. So I guess I want to know like why it happens, and then what can we do about it, right? Because clearly this is not going to work, right? I don't think any woman wants to be with a man that's sleeping with other men, right? And as a man, like, what do you benefit from that? What do you benefit from doing this course of action, taking this course of action, like sleeping with other men, but then engaging in an intimate relationship with a woman? It doesn't make sense. So again, give me answers, give me thoughts, give me opinions in the comments. Again, as long as you're being respectful, that's cool. If y'all like this discussion, hit the like button. If y'all love it, hit the subscribe button, and then we can have more discussions. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.